Hello children. Today we are going to learn about the fifth chapter of biology, coordination, the linking system. First of all, once you people think what do you mean by this coordination? Even we'll be hearing about this coordination of day-to-day life activities, as well as even in many of the things we'll be listening that coordination. What is this coordination actually? Coordination is to cooperate with each other, to help each other, to go along with others. This we call as coordination. So here, who is coordinating and what type of link it is creating? That we'll be learning in this particular chapter. So coordinating or the linking system, this is nothing but the nervous system. In simple, we can say it as a nervous system. So if you people remember, we have been learned about different types of system like respiratory system, circulatory system. Respiratory system is headed by the lungs, whereas circulatory system is headed by the heart. Then who will be headed by this nervous system? It is none other than the brain. Brain is the head of the nervous system and it controls all the coordinations, support and all the things. Brain and another one also is there, that is the spinal cord. Brain and spinal cord. So they will be coordinating with each other. We'll learn in detail much in our lesson in upcoming topics. So now if we see generally if we discuss here, we need to have three things to carry out our day-to-day activities or to go on with our day-to-day activities or different types of work, physical work and mental work. See, now I'm speaking here, I'm sitting and I'm speaking to you. Okay, while I'm speaking, many of the other body organs are also working, like my hands are moving, my fingers are moving, as I know, even my eyes, my eyebrows, some features on my face, all these are happening because there is a coordination between all the organs of the body. So if any physical action or the activity need to be carried out, or if any work need to be done, then three things are very essential and very important in that process. They are, the first thing is movement, okay, second thing is balance, and the third one is coordination. Okay, we can take many examples, regarding these things. Say for example, even we'll be standing on our legs, as I know, am I right? So when we are standing on our legs, are we taking any support from anyone, like holding and we are walking? No, generally we are standing only on that. The entire weight of a body is on that legs only, as though it is managed or it is adjustable and it can be over there itself, as I know, on the legs. And if we see this, the body is entire this much, but legs are only very narrow, but we are standing in an upright position and we are controlling the entire body on that foot itself, as I know. That is because the coordination. See, because of that coordination, suddenly I'll tell you one example. I got a hurt in my left leg, I got an injury, so I cannot keep that leg down and I cannot walk as normal or as usual. At that time what happens, even if I wanted to walk also, my nerves will not coordinate with each other because here the system knows already that is in pain, that is in repair condition, it got injury, it got hurt, so it cannot be moved properly. We cannot use it properly or regularly as if earlier, like this. So the movement, balance and coordination, all these three are very important in having an activity or to have a movement. Okay, so all our body organs, tissues and cells work together in a proper system and all of them get signals and they'll pick up the signals from their surroundings and immediately. See, suddenly if while I am walking on a road, if suddenly a bus or car comes in front of, immediately we move out, we move to a side, as I know, am I right? If there is a wire out of the electrical switch, directly we'll touch it? No, we'll check whether there is we'll feel fear to touch it, am I right? So like this. So this happens because the nerves, body organs, cells, everything all will be moving in a coordination, and then it makes us possible for having different types of functions of a human body. This will be done. Then responding to stimuli. What is meant by this? Okay, responding to stimuli. What is meant by this stimuli? Stimuli is nothing but a signal. Okay, stimuli is nothing but a signal what we gives. Is it clear? See, now someone is throwing a ball towards me. I am not paying attention. Someone is throwing a ball. Suddenly, if my eyes, if looks there, immediately what happens? My hand will raise up. If suddenly, if someone comes to beat you, when your teacher comes to beat you, when they raise his hand or the stick or something, then immediately you will be taking your hand or you will be moving back like this. You will be doing all these things because that we call as a stimuli. That means the response, the immediate message will be given to that particular body part. See, when your teacher is coming to beat you on your cheek, you will not move your legs, no? You will move your head. Am I right? Like this you will be moving, because you knows that that is going to hit you. It will get hurt. It will be pain. As also you are moving towards. Am I right? So like this. And will you people, what you can say, will you decide to discuss first only? Okay, now if someone do some comedy, I will laugh. Is that? No. Automatically we reacts to that. This only we call as a stimuli. Okay. So here we get these signals. Okay. To change the posture, or to change the situation, or to change the position or the things. See, if now this is my posture. If something is coming towards me, I'll change my posture. So this we call as changing of the posture according to the responding to the stimuli. Stimuli means sending message. I'm getting message. Okay, generally I'm getting message means I'll be typing a message and I'll be sending to my friend. It will reach after 1 minute, then he'll react. It's not like that. It moves in a fraction of some milliseconds. Fraction of milliseconds, the information will be passed. See, if suddenly someone is falling down, immediately you'll run and you'll try to hold them, because this is we call as responding to the stimuli. You'll get a message, you'll get a command. Come on, he's falling or she's falling, that is falling. Come on, go, get, hold it, like that. So this we call as a stimuli. Okay, responding to the stimuli. They have been given an activity in your page number 95. Okay, activity. Once you people read that activity is holding a falling stick. See, now I am sitting here on the table. I kept my pen here, and if suddenly this is moving down like this, it moves, and if it comes down, if it is supposed to move down, then I'll be holding immediately. I'll try to hold it immediately, because the stimuli, the response what I am getting is to hold that pen. So immediately I'll be catching that pen. So integrating pathways and nervous coordination. Integrating pathways. What is meant by this integrating pathways? Integration, uniting. Disintegration means to separate. Integration means to unite. See, generally the Greeks believed that all the functions of the body were controlled by the brain. Since if any damage happens to the brain, then all the other functions will be damaged. That they believed. Okay. So, though there is a person who is called as Galen. Okay. Name of a person is Galen. Okay. A psychologist. Okay, he was from AD 129 to 200. Okay, he has been made a number of research and different types of what you can say observations, and many other things have been happened. So once he attended a patient, okay, his fellow being, and that person said that actually he had been attended a patient who had been fallen down from a chariot. That means everyone know what is meant by a chariot. So from that horse cart, okay, from the horse cart he has been fallen down, and he got injury on his arm, and he feels that there is no arm. His arm is completely left out of the body, but actually he can feel, he can lift the hand, he can do whatever he wants, but the feeling is not that he has a arm. That means here we have two types of nerves. One is the action, other one is the sensory, which can feel. So at that particular time period, he felt that the person is having a damage in the neck. At that particular time period, the sensory nerve, whichever it is, that is got damaged. Okay, it's the neck. Okay, so he got damage to the sensory nerve, whereas the physical nerve, that action nerve, that is working properly, so he can do all the things with his neck. He's moving and he's twisting, turning, all the things he's doing, but the thing is that the feeling is not there. Even if you want to feel that, you twist like this. At that time what happens? Immediately you'll feel something. Okay, there is something which is moving. Right, if you keep like this, there is something which you can feel the stress when you push something, when you pinch something, when you get a hurt, when you prick. All these are nothing but the feelings, sensory feelings. Okay, so these here, the sensory nerves have been, which can sense something, that means which can feel something. That nerve has been got damaged, whereas the action nerve has been proper. So like that. So here we have different types of nerves. Here they have been given the structure of nerve cell. Okay, so structure of nerve cell. Here in page number 96, you have the picture. So here we have different types of organs or different types of parts in a nerve cell. Okay, they are like dendrites, then Nissl granule, then nucleus, then axon, myelin sheath, then axon terminal. Okay, so like this we have different body parts, and here all these different body parts of a nerve cell will be coordinating with each other. Coordination should be there, which is other, and they perform the functions. Okay, we know that the nerve cells are a structural and functional unit of a nerve cell. Okay, nervous system particularly, this nerve cell is very much important in the functioning of a nervous system, and our nervous system consists of more than 100 billion nerve cells. Okay, our body has more than, not even 100 billion, more than 100 billion nerve cells are present in human nervous system. Okay, 100 billion nervous cells are there in the nervous system, and this nerve system, cell is most important. It plays a vital role. Okay, and here the region of the synapse, that means the situation is that the functional region of contrast between two neurons. Okay, where information from one neuron is transmitted and relayed on another neuron, through which the information is passed, and then the movement of or the coordination of the organs will be there, and that will be in action. Okay, like this it will be working, and these nerve cells are very much important, and they relays or pass on the information from one to the other one. Is it clear? So like this these nerve cells are acting in a body, and they will be coordinating with each other, and these nerve cells, okay, act as a information carrying, information transport. Okay, they transport information from one to the other one, and the space between this one nerve cell to other nerve cell is only a minute gap, and essentially neurons do not have any photoplasmic connection. They don't have any connection, they are separated, but they will be passing the information. And next what we will be learning is pathways from stimulus to response. Okay, pathways from stimulus to response. Okay, so what is this actually? See, previously we have been learned at the beginning of the lesson, the stimulus, we need to react to the stimulus. That means the information what we are getting, the message what we are getting, to that we need to react. So now after getting the information, what will be the response? Now I am getting some information about someone, then what will be my reaction? What type of reaction will be? That we call as the pathways. Okay, and the pathways of these stimulus to response, it has been follows. Even you have been learned about these stimulus to response, how it will be responded, how the information will be passed, even the holding stick activity also. So now on the base of the pathways followed, nerves are mainly classified into three different types. Okay, three different types of nerves are there. That is, the first one is afferent nerves. What they carry message towards the central nervous system. Carries message. Central nervous system. Okay, central nervous system means that is spinal cord and brain. Okay, so that is the first one, and even they will be detecting what we can say stimulus around their surroundings, the changes around the surroundings. That means what are the changes are happening in the surroundings, that also will be detected. They can stimulate that, so they are also called as the sensory nerves. So as they do, what they will be doing, they can even detect the change in the surroundings. Okay, the stimuli detectors, so they are also called as a sensory nerves. Okay, that we call as the first one is, so in the three nerves, the first one is this one, and second one is efferent. Okay, efferent nerves, or even these are also called as motor nerves. Okay, so what these efferent or motor nerves will be doing means, they which carry message from the central nervous system to the different, that means wherever it is required, carries message. Okay, central nervous system to the body of response. Body of response, what is meant by this body of response? Body of response is that, see, now there some information need to be passed to my eyes, that close the eyes, some dust is coming, it need to be closed. So here this is my sensory, what you can say, body of response. If something, my hand need to be moved, then this body is my hand is called as a body of response at this particular juncture. So the nerves which carries message or the information from central nervous system, that is from brain or the spinal cord. Already we have been learned. Brain and spinal cord are very important, and they are the, what you can say, one who controls the nervous system. As I know. So these afferent nerves carries information from all the body parts to spinal cord and brain, that is to the central nervous system. And here these efferent nerves are the motor nerves. They carries information from central nervous system to the body of response. Okay. As why they are called, because even the response also need to be done by them only. That means they are passing the information, even the movement also need to be done by them only. So they are also called as motor nerves, because they are responsible for the action which need to be done by the particular body of response or part of response. So they are also called as this one. And the third nerve is association nerves. Okay, what are these association nerves? Means these nerves link both, okay, afferent nerves and efferent nerves, so these nerves link both, so they are called as the association nerves. That means they create a link between these two, sensory nerves as well as the motor nerves, afferent nerves or the efferent nerves. So these creating link between these two nerves, so it is called as a association nerves. So all these three nerves are very much important in the what you can say, pathways of the stimulus to response. That means when we are getting some stimulus, that means message, information, what we call as stimulus, okay, to that stimulus, how we are responding, how the body organs are responding, or the response will be given, what type of response will be given, that will be carried out by these three types of the nerves, that is afferent nerves, efferent nerves and association nerves. One carries information to the central nervous system, the other one carries information from the central nervous system, and the other nerves are links. They act as a link, or they create an association, a bonding between these afferent and efferent nerves. And our next topic is the reflex arc. What is this reflex arc, and where we will be using this reflex arc, and how it will be useful for us in our different types of activities, that we will be learning in our upcoming topic.